When you hear the term red flag, people usually correlate it with romantic relationships. However, as it turns out, you can spot red flags in other relationships in your life, and those are not just the romantic ones. For many people, getting stuck in toxic friendships can happen more than once. The tricky thing about friends is that we often feel so much affection and love for them that we can sometimes be blind to their more harmful and toxic behaviors. So, if you have doubts about your friendship being in a similar cycle where you realize that hanging out with a particular friend leaves you feeling worse, or you find yourself avoiding them and their company because of their behaviors, then yes, it could be a toxic one. But how do you know that your friend is toxic? Well, here are some red flags to spot that you're in a pretty unhealthy friendship. Number 1, they always make the conversation about them. When they only talk about themselves and their problems but never asks about how you're doing. Sounds familiar? You probably also have some really fun things to share, but that can be hard when you feel like you don't even get the chance to talk. If yes, then this is a red flag. Number 2, they might insult you, but try to play it off as concern or a joke. Sometimes, a friend might insult you under the guise of humor or concern. If you notice that their jokes often leave you feeling insulted or hurt, or their concern feels more like criticism without any constructive support, it's a red flag. Number 3, they leave you out of things. A significant red flag in any friendship is feeling routinely left out. If your friend fails to invite you to events, preferring to prioritize others over you, it can be deeply hurtful. Even more concerning is when they drastically change their behavior around different friends. As soon as they see other friends, they brushes you away as if you never existed. Number 4, you feel like they don't put effort into your friendship. Feeling like you're the only one putting effort into maintaining the friendship is a clear red flag. If it always seems like you're the one initiating plans, reaching out to check in, and making efforts to connect without any reciprocation, it can leave you feeling unvalued and taken for granted. Finally, number 5, they only contact you when they want something. If interactions with your friend often skip the pleasantries and dive straight into requests like, "I need this," or "Can you do this for me?" it can feel as though you're more of a service provider than a friend. If you feel like your value in the friendship is tied only to what you can provide, it may be time to address this imbalance. As we've explored these red flags, do any resonate with you? Do you find yourself nodding along, recognizing these signs in your own friendships? If yes, then it is important to take the right steps. Whether is it time for a conversation with your friend, or even taking the help of a professional. You can book a trial session with us. The link is in the description.